Hi, my name's Eugene Kerner. If you received this, then you probably know me. If you ended up with this some other way, then well done. Congratulations. So, if you can give me a bit of your time, please. I'm going to try and get to the point pretty quickly. Um, as mentioned, for those who don't know me, I guess I probably should do a bit of an intro. My name again is Eugene Kerner. I'm a software engineer with over 30 years experience. I specialize in geospatial science, data science, e-commerce and banking, automation and IoT, and more recently AI, ML, and security. So what's this about? This is about the project you can see on the screen there, and it's an AI project. The AI waves here. It's starting to take our jobs and things like that. So I've kind of been conscious that I want to focus some of my energies on an AI project. One of the most concerning problems that we're facing in AI at the moment is the fact that it can fake our voices and our faces and things like that. It's called deep fake and voice cloning. And so the AI communities, are certainly calling for a solution. A lot of the existing companies have been trying to solve identifying whether something's an AI fake or not by simply analyzing it. And that worked up to a point, but the AI is getting better and better, and it's getting more difficult and in some cases impossible to tell, you know, what's real and what's not. So some of my colleagues and myself came up with a fail-safe way to do that, and it's very simply put that instead of analyzing the data to work out what's real and what's not, we keep a record of what's real. And so if someone tries to upload or publish or claim something that's not real, you simply check it against the ledger of what is real. And so in this way, in this very simple way, it sort of enables us to, um, with almost or 100% certainty, know if something's real or not. So, all right, let's before we talk more about the project, a little bit drill down on what's the deal, right? Don't want to waste your time. So I've made a lot of things over the years for a lot of people, even some big names: Commonwealth Bank, Australian Government, Centrelink, Medicare, Coles, Bunnings, and after nearly 5 years experience, obviously I can go on and on about the cool stuff I've made, but I've never really before sort of gone out on that limb and made something like spearheaded that and been the owner and the driver of that. And I'm very passionate about this project, and so that's what I'm doing here. Now, what we're doing at the moment is in a fundraising stage. We've spent around $30,000 on prototyping. The next phase is going to require, around $77,000 it's come out at. So over the course of this project, it's going to consume around $2 million. Now, those sound like big numbers, but stick with me and I'll show you what we're doing. It's pretty exciting stuff. So here's the deal. This is a set of apps and services that customers, which we'll go into later, can avail to, protect their online reputation and identity. These type of apps come with subscriptions. I'm sure you've all got Netflix and things like that, where you pay a monthly subscription fee. So our base model works on a $29 monthly subscription fee. And it goes up to, depending on the customer, I mean, some of the customers we expect to be notaries, politicians, people in the public eye, philanthropists, and celebrities and things like that. So it's depends on the customer. It can go up to quite a bit. and depends on their requirements. Some of those will be bespoke solutions. So what the project currently needs to raise the next round of funding, we're going to run an Indiegogo, which is like a Kickstarter campaign for anyone who doesn't know what Indiegogo is. And when you run one of these, what it requires is the initial 10% of what you're trying to raise worth of investors to already be ready to go when we click the button. So basically what I'm looking for is, we're raising 77,000. I'm looking for 1/10 of that in angel investors. And that, when you see what I'm asking for, it's actually an amazing deal for anyone who happened to find this video. So what it is, let's get straight down to the deal. Let's have a look at some numbers we've got here. So what I'm asking for, and not for me, what I want you to do is give me your email address or phone number, and then when we launch the Indiegogo campaign, I'll send you a link, and you follow that link, and you pledge $1,000 to that campaign. So it goes straight into the project, and there's anyone who knows me knows that I'm not someone who's money driven or focused. So it's 100% for the project, goes into the project, and there's complete transparency on that. And you can read about that on the page that I'm going to share with you. So what do we expect you to get back? The first thing I want to call out is that if you decide to go ahead with this, at any stage you want out, I'm happy to buy your share back off you for the $1,000 you spent on it. You get a 1,000th share. The reason we've divided it up into 1,000 shares is that later on we expect players like Facebook and things like that are going to come to us and want to throw large amounts of money at it for some equity. But this equity offer for you is, you pay $1,000 into the project. At any stage you want out, you can get out. Here's our investor projection. So this is our minimum product, $348 per year. We're looking yearly here, and this is in Australian dollars. This is our average product, and this is our max product at the moment. We expect it'll go higher than that. We're going to ignore these max numbers, and a little bit we're going to kind of not really focus on these average numbers. We just want to focus on the minimum numbers for now. So this is the product. In year one, which is this year, is our development year. And we expect to be launching around mid-year and focusing on marketing. But by the end of this year, we expect to have a minimum of 1,000 users in the system. So this is about user acquisition. Obviously, users equals returns, right? So if we've got 1,000 users and they're all paying $348 per year, then we have $348,000 per year. And anyone with a 1%, a 1,000th or 0.1% share gets 348 back. So that's nothing in the first year. In year two, and I do expect it to be more of that, we've really minified these numbers, which I'll demonstrate in a moment. In the second year, we project that we'll be able to get minimum 10,000 users. That will be 3.4 million returns, somewhere between 3.4 million and 25 million. And anyone with a 0.1% share will get back 3,400. So I expect in the first year, you'll get back somewhere between $348 and $2,500. So it'd be nice to get your $1,000 back in the first year. In the second year, somewhere between 3,400 and 25,000. In the third year, we're aiming for, and I do expect strongly that we'll have this long before the third year, we're aiming for 100,000 users, and that would be somewhere between 34 million to 250 million in returns, and the shareholders, each share will return then somewhere between 34,000 to 250,000, right? So again, in the fourth year, the returns are somewhere between 348,000 to 2.5 million, and the minimum end goal, which is going to achieve somewhere here, is 10 million users. So this is 1 million users in year 4, 10 million users somewhere in here, maybe by year 5 at the latest. That is something like 3.4 billion net back on returns into the company, and somewhere between 3.4 million to 25 million per year return to these investors. Now, I can't stress enough how bare minimum we've gone with these numbers, and we've got a study here, and this is typical results. I've been doing this for a long time. So as this is app uptake metrics, so this is about app user acquisition, and you can Google this up yourself. It's broad knowledge across the internet. So a popular social media app, or innovative new service can see explosive growth in year 1, exceeding 100 million users within months. That would be nice, but we're not pipe dreamers. We're going to stay realistic about this, right? So this is more the exception than the rule. You see that this 100 million users within months is a popular app. We're saying that we're only aiming for 10 million, and I expect we'll get much more than that by the end as our minimum goal, right? So an average app, a more typical social app, gets somewhere between 1 to 10 million users. If this is in the first year, as you can see that our end goal is 10 million. Year 4 is 1 million, right? So, and then a low niche, not so successful app might struggle to break 100,000 users in year 1. And as you can see, year 1, we're only aiming for 1,000. 100,000 is year 3, and by the time it's got 100,000 users, each share is returning. Take out costs, adjust the price. Of course, be realistic if you like, halve that price. Say we can't sell it for $29 a month, which is reasonable for this type of app. Say we decide we want to get more traction and sell it for 15, then this number halves and it's only then 16. So suffice to say that I'm confident that the deal here is amazing. You pay $1,000, the returns are going to be, if it works for us, the returns are going to be just unbelievable. And these are the minimum numbers. I expect this to go into the billions easily, because it's a product that is called for, it's needed, it's a real problem that's you'll see on the page where I share you the Homeland Security in the US, the CSIRO in Australia. Everyone is worried about this problem, and no one has a solution so far, and this is the solution. So, okay, so if you do know me, and if you have $1,000, then I guess you're probably ready to buy now. Let's quickly talk about that. So this is the page I'm going to link to you, and when you first come to the page, this is going to pop over. If you're already in, just put your email in there, hit this button, I'll get that email, and then at the time, thank you very much, when we draw up the share splits, we'll put you in that, and then when we launch the product on Indiegogo, we'll send to that email address your link that you follow through to Indiegogo and pledge your investment. Easy as that. I'll send you through your certificate of share ownership, and then you're welcome. And the project's completely transparent. You can reach out to me at any time. Anyone who's an angel investor is going to get opportunity to join the project rituals and meetings. So you can even join the stand-up meetings, get updates on the project, see what the team are up to at any time, which I think is great. So if you came to this page, and this is the page I'm going to send you, like I mentioned, you can close this. And this video that I'm making right now, I'm going to put on the top of here so that when I send you the page, it'll be there. if you've closed this, it's got heaps of information about the project here. So you can reopen it at any time and put your email address in there, and that means you're in. So yeah, that's it. Also, if you don't want to give an email, if you just want to call me up and say, yeah, Eugene, thanks, sign me up, just give me a call. I'll put you on the VIP list, and thank you very much. So underneath that popover, like I mentioned, is information about the project. So this is the introduction video that tells you more about the solution and what we're doing. This is, a little bit about what the impact of the Cerily project will be. Talks about the effect of, the current deepfake problem. I'm not going to read this all to you right now because you can read it yourself. There's some, YouTube. There's plenty of information out there about this problem. Um, so there's some of those type of videos in here. This is a good statement here. I just want to call out right now. What is it? Cerily provides a suite of mobile apps, web apps, and online services built around an AI-powered global truth ledger to combat deepfakes and safeguard online identities. That ledger, by the way, uses non-fungible token type technology. If you're tech-minded at all, our platform empowers individuals and organizations, protects reputations, and builds trust online, unlocking a multi-billion-dollar identity security market opportunity. So that's that's essentially what we're doing. Again, you've got more videos about the problem here, some sales material here, because this is the content that's being used on our Indiegogo campaign. And you can see what it does here, how it works. This is a good one here. So basically, let's walk through this really quickly. This is the best way for you to get a good idea what the project does. So the user, this is not you, but this is the user. They sign up to Cerily, install their apps, and then as part of that sign up process, they just connect it to their Facebook, Instagram. You've seen it before when you join an app or whatever, and you can connect it to your Facebook. Basically, you connect your Cerily account to your Facebook and your other social accounts. And what that does, it straight away starts capturing everything you post and everything you do into your truth ledger, into Cerily. No need to go into the technical details about that so far, but basically it keeps a track of what you actually did and said. You can, especially if you're a notary public, if you're maybe Elon Musk or the Prime Minister or whatever, the President, a person in the public eye that says stuff and may have things faked about you. For example, we're already seeing videos of Elon Musk promoting products that he never had any involvement in. We're also, fearing what would happen if a good deep fake AI network made a fake of, say, the president declaring war on Russia or something, and spread that across all of the social platforms. I think you could cause a knee-jerk reaction, So there is information on this page about the risks associated with the problem. And so we expect our customers to be everyone from, this is you, the customer, everyone from individuals that post stuff online, YouTubers as well, and faces that there was a girl on Twitch only last week that they've put her face on a porn video, and they've sort of published some pretty nasty content about her that wasn't her. And this has happened more and more frequently. We're also seeing bullying in schools. Anyone can find a website that can do this, and you can get a photo of your mate, stick it on there, and you can make it look like they said or did whatever. So it's a real problem. It's affecting families, ordinary people, for identity theft and identity frauds. YouTubers and other social, celebrities, movie stars, philanthropists, anyone in the public eye, politicians. It's being used to sway elections and things like that. So our customers may want to connect their news feed, interviews that they take, any other capture medium into Cerily, and sort of add everything they do to their truth ledger. And then, yeah, a little bit of marketing here, relax while Cerily keeps you secure. So from the Cerily side, what happens? I said here, Cerily is your dash cam for life. So imagery, videos, stuff you say, stuff you do, gets captured by Cerily. So Cerily captures what you publish, runs it through a technology called natural language processing AI, which is an AI that converts that can convert any language into a non-ambiguous representation of that language. So basically, those videos, imagery, and text it takes, and it works out what it says, and converts it into a tangible, understood language model. And then it basically just saves it on your truth ledger, which is sticks it in the database, so to speak, your private. It does some privacy stuff on it, it does some security stuff on it, and then it records it. You get an interface to that. So if there's stuff that you don't want to go in there that you posted, or stuff that you specifically do want to go in there that you posted, you have an interface to be able to manage that truth ledger. And then Cerily provides APIs for enables other people to know your truth. So once you've got that audit trail, that personal audit trail of what you did, you can provide that to third-party services. So we're working on integrating with all of the social networks, the police. If you go to court, someone's claiming you did something that you didn't, just like your dash cam saves you. No, I wasn't in the wrong, Your Honor. He pulled out and T-boned me. It's exactly like that. So someone claims that you did something. Anything you do has already been captured in here, and you can show that. So someone's inquiring, it goes up to the cloud, Cerily checks it, comes back, no, he didn't say that, he didn't do that. Someone else is inquiring, goes up to the cloud, yes, he did that. So basically, it's your security umbrella, and that's very powerful for a lot of applications, from the individual, like I said, right through to government, military, things like that. So wrongdoers, what do? Criminals and miscreants make fake content of you and your family, portraying things you didn't do and things you didn't say about topics you don't support. Also, financial exploits, including identity theft, and defacing content, including embarrassing imagery. So this is all the stuff they kind of make and try to do with the deep fake and voice cloning technology. Tries to upload that bombshell to the cloud, where it would show up in Facebook for your family and everything to see, and get circulating, potentially even go viral. The cloud queries the Cerily cloud. Hey, what is this? Cerily comes back with, no, that's rubbish. It didn't happen. And that enables these inquirers to reject that post or that claim that that our ugly little friend here is trying to, you know, push up to the web or to the courts or to wherever it might be about you. So this is a beautiful thing about it. It enables decision makers and fact checkers. What's a fact checker? You hear about them all the time. Because there's so much rubbish content going around, there's now independent and also business, and also people like Facebook. They have their own fact checkers and fact checker networks. Basically, they want to know if something's real, and they employ fact checkers to work that out. So Cerily really enables the fact checkers to be able to tell that. So we have various classes of fact checkers and decision makers. We've got human, machine, and AI. So it's not always a human doing investigating and saying, oh yeah, that is or isn't true, or may not be true. It's sometimes digital processes, code, and sometimes it's AIs as well. AIs are in everywhere now. So keep in mind that AI, just like any tool, is not a bad thing. It's a really great thing. It's a great advancement that humankind, and I think a natural advancement of humankind as well. But just like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. So it depends whose hands it's in, and that's where Cerily comes in. So the human, machine, and AI investigators query Cerily Cloud programmatically, or just literally log in and link to the post with Cerily, upload the post to Cerily, say, hey, did this happen? Is this a real claim? Cerily checks the truth ledgers and comes back and says yes or no, that doesn't happen. So basically, Cerily enables fact checkers to know the truth. To properly advise upstream services, so the upstream services being the social networks, news channels, police, the military, social news and enforcement agencies, use the truth about you to make informed decisions so they can fairly represent you. Right now, if you're a criminal, which I hope you're not, uh, then you probably don't like this system. So this is not for criminals. This is for people who want to protect themselves from criminals and aren't criminals. Okay, so so that's basically it. I think that gives a clear idea of what it does. As mentioned, we're raising 77 grand for phase one. The deliverables on this first phase are mentioned here. Over the course of the project, we'll raise 2 million. So once we get this phase rolling, we're going to move to the next phase. We're in the second round of fundraising at the moment. And if we get a good traction in Indiegogo, then we're set. It's going to save us a lot of fundraising later. The Indiegogo community is amazing. If they believe in something and they like it, if they back us, they'll look after us. We'll have the money we need to deliver this project. So this is the end project deliverables. I won't go through that at the moment. This is our 2024 timeline. So milestones, what we anticipate. Now, this is the original calculations here. You'll see that we expect by quarter three 1,000 users, by quarter four 10,000 users, and then sometime in 2025 the 100,000 users. If you compare that to what I've put in here, I've dumbed this down a lot. So I'm saying that year three 100,000, where actually I'm expecting that here. Now, if I'm right or if I'm wrong, both are great scenarios, right? So, and what else have we got here? Okay, I want to mention that the team involved, we're professional software developers, is what we do for a career. We follow the agile methodology. You can Google and read about that. It's a tried and proven project management methodology. And I think there's a mention here that that eligible investors, that will be you, can attend the sprint planning, backlog planning, and sprint stand-up meetings. We just publish to you a Teams or Meetup link that you just join. If you happen to have time on the day, you'll get a note. You put it in your calendar. You'll get a notification in your calendar. You're like, oh, I'll join the project. I'll join the stand-up and see how the team's coming along. This is what we've already got so far. So just let me see if I can fix the zoom on that. There we go. So as of January 2024, we've already set up our social presence. There's a Cerily page. We've also got, I don't know what I clicked there. We've also got here Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, you know, a couple of websites. There's a website, that's what you're looking at here. If you go to the home page, you can see we've started to map out our products already. So anyone can come along and buy those, but we're not selling them from here at the moment. Don't race out and buy these. We're selling them via Indiegogo to get that, you know, to get that viral traction in Indiegogo and raise some funds. So yeah, so website, e-commerce website, social presence, financial engineering, first draft. So we've planned it all out. Project planning is mostly done up to where we can. So we've still got some, as we move the project forward, we'll have to do more planning. Campaign and design planning is done, except for this last video I'm making for you. So, but as far as the Indiegogo campaign, and we've got right now running a pre-launch marketing ads in Facebook to collect up some qualified buyers and sort of invite them to come and you know, invest by buying products and perks. We've got pre-order products. You can pre-order any one of the products that will be delivered to you later. And that's basically how Indiegogo works. It says, hey, help us out by pre-ordering this product. Now, I'm not asking you guys to pre-order. You're welcome to go there, donate as much as you like, buy as many pre-orders as you like. But this is a special VIP offer that I'm taking straight to a select group of my contacts. So basically, yeah, so this is impactful achievement. So we've got a product design, we've got a fact checker AI product design, we've got a proof of concept for the natural language parsing we need to use, the truth ledger proof of concept, and some of the cloud API services. So when the first thing we did was make a proof of concept, make the base core frameworks, and just prove to ourselves, hey, is this a viable idea? And that work's all done, as well as this less impactful work that I mentioned here. So funding allocation in any stage, usually around 50% or a bit more goes into development. 30% is going to go into marketing and user acquisition. That's important. And 20% into operations and management. Without this kind of split and without this allocation of funding going into user acquisition, then we don't actually have a product. So it's very important. This is a great, pretty standard model for success. That while you're developing it, hey, you're looking forward and you're managing it properly, and you're looking forward and you're reaching your market and trying to get some market traction. So I've got a call out on the risks and challenges here. Feel free to read through those. There are, of course, always risks and challenges in any project. I just wanted to mention this one here. CSIRO Australia have a department called the Artificial Intelligence Centre, and this is a great chat they're having about, you know, how's Australia dealing with the problem. All of these type of people are calling out for, hey, this is a big problem, someone fix it. So here we are. And yeah, I think that's basically it. So this is the call to action here. Let's go, or let's go, I said, in alignment with Indiegogo. Again, if you've lost the popover, you can click there and get it back. I've got Zoom on this page, so let's just zoom back out. There's the button to get it back. So if you get to here and you decide you want to buy, click here or here, put your email in there, and you're in. If you want to buy multiple shares, just email or call me. You can find me online, eugene.kerner.au. Easy to remember. That goes to my CV. It's got all my contact details on there. Or email the Cerily project, or email me, eugene@kerner.au. You can donate as much as, like I mentioned. And I said here, if you have close friends. So I did mention, if anyone else happens to have this video and happens to send me their email address, then we're selling, we need around 10. we can sell up to 20 at this stage at this angel offer, right? So it's capped at 20. It's first in, first served. So if you've got some trusted friends that you think would be interested in this, feel free to involve them. It's a great deal. You can send them this link and this video, and they can make their decisions around that. If you can't at this stage avail this offer, which I strongly believe it's not going to be something you regret. I'm going to drive this thing home. It's my sort of first leap out on that branch. I'm 50 now, and I'm ready. I definitely wasn't ready in previous years, but I'm going to make this work. And if it doesn't work, I'm going to give you $1,000 back. So it's kind of it's a no-lose scenario, right? And of course, acknowledge that I'm asking you for your help. I need, around 10 to 20 people, minimum 7, to chuck in a grand to get this thing motoring. It's how Indiegogo works. You can Google that up too. When you launch a project, you kind of need around 10% of your ask in the first 2 days, and that shows that you've planned ahead, you've got people interested, and that shows the other investors that there's something going on, and that can perpetuate the help from the Indiegogo platform and community. So, yeah. But if you can't help, promote it. You saw the Facebook page. There's a link here. Tell anyone you think might be interested, and it says here use the Indiegogo share tools, but we haven't hit the launch button on the Indiegogo campaign yet. So it's really just sort of it's ready to go, but we haven't launched it yet. So all right, I really haven't got anything else to offer at this stage. So just when you get the link, you can more thoroughly watch these videos. I strongly recommend you watch this one and this one. These 2 videos alone, if you watch the one you're looking at now, this one here, and these 3 videos, if at the end of that you're not ready to buy, I don't know. I can't do anything more. And again, if you have any questions, reach out. Thank you for your time, and hopefully we're project partners. Have a nice day.